Hi everyone, my name is Justin. Welcome to this tutorial on the measurement tracker that I've worked on creating. Before I get into it, I first want to say congratulations on taking those first steps for a healthy lifestyle. My wife and I started this journey really about 4 or 5 months ago in February of 2017, and there were times throughout the process or through the journey that the scale didn't always tell the full story, and we kind of started using the term non-scale victories. Those times when the scale's saying one thing but your pants and your shirts are saying another, which is awesome. So this tracker really was born out of our progress. We took part in a 16-week challenge, and we were doing regular measurements, and we were doing them on these little cards. You can see one of the cards here, and obviously this turned into a hot mess. So my wife says to me, can we put this into a spreadsheet? And of course, me being a techie and liking to play, it developed into this tracker website. So I'm going to go through the different features and parts of the website and kind of explain how it works, and hopefully this will help keep organized and keep you motivated and moving forward. Now, as we get into this thing here, this is my template site. Don't stress. Right now it says, congratulations, Dana and Justin. Don't stress. This thing will be made custom for you and whoever else you've got tracking with you. So I'll make a brand new site, a brand new spreadsheet, charts, and all of that will be custom just for you. But this template, is just kind of show people how it works and kind of give us a frame of reference as we go through it. If you find I'd like to learn again or watch this video again, I have embedded the video, or I will embed the video right here on the home page, and I'll replace that what's here, and you can always watch it at your leisure or whenever you need support. And then, of course, don't hesitate to email me and let me know you got some questions or not sure about something. Now, within the site itself, besides the home page, there's going to be 4 other pages. You've got the tracker page, which is going to be, where the power of this thing comes from, where it's going to allow you to look at your measurements from your first submission of measurements to your last, or you can compare your third and your fourth, whatever. I'll show you how that works. Then you'll also have charts for each user that, you've decided to set this thing up for. Those will automatically update when you submit new measurements. The measurement form I'll show you, that's where you'll go in. It's embedded right into the page. Just fill in your name, the date that you want to submit that you did your measurements, fill on the numbers, and it will feed your tracker and your charts. And then the last page is going to be those resources that my wife and I are trying to, put out there to help support people. A little bit about us. It's my wife Dana and I and our 2 little boys. Obviously, they're really active. So in the 16-week challenge that we started, tracking our weight, tracking our different measurements. At the end of the 16 weeks, she had lost 21 pounds, but had lost 33.5 inches, which was really awesome. The pictures are what tell the story, especially with her, not necessarily the scale. For myself, I had lost 35 pounds and 36 inches. So I gave you a little bit of information about us, and there'll be more, added to the site or available for you later on. Now let's look at the tracker. Maybe. My first suggestion is going to be use a computer. I'm embedding a Google Sheet, and it just works best on a computer. You can use a phone and a tablet. It's actually not a problem. It's going to operate obviously a little bit differently, but you're going to need the Google Sheets app. And then I put a link at the bottom of this page. So if you actually want to open up the spreadsheet on a mobile device, just go down to the button, click the button, and it'll open up the spreadsheet for you in the app for you. So here's the tracker. Let's start with nobody there. You see some NAs right now. It's not measuring any of us. The power of this thing is I've set it up to kind of compare who do you want to track. Well, I want to track myself, and I want to start on my first date. So those are my available measurements, and you can see over here on the right, this column here will have all of your submissions that you have done. My wife and I tended to have the same measurements on the same days, but you can see it says 6/13 and I'm getting all these NAs. Don't freak out, you didn't break nothing, I promise. What's going on is I did not submit on 6/13, I actually submitted on 6/14. So if I decide to change to 6/14, you'll notice the dates and everything fills in. What's cool is right here it's got my weight, and it's going to calculate how much I've changed over this time period. Then the next section here is going to be those different areas of the body that you're measuring. And, you're going to see the individual on each of them, and then at the bottom here it's actually going to calculate how much you've lost overall in inches. All right. Then the last thing on this page again is if you decide you want to open this up on a mobile device or even on a website, it'll open up the actual Google Sheet itself. It's the same thing. Again, the drop downs are here. You just select who you want to measure. You select your dates. So let's say I want to compare, the last month that I did this. Right there, give it a second and it will automatically update and give you your measurements and calculations for you. So the next page I want to show you is going to be the charts. For the visual people, I like spreadsheets. I use them all the time. My wife does not, but she likes charts. She likes that visual. She likes to see the progress. So these charts will automatically update when you submit submissions. Just give it a little bit of time, 4 or 5 minutes, because everything's got to kind of work itself out. So, and then just refresh the page and you'll get the latest version. So I'll do a version or a section for each person. So these are my wife's charts, and you can see over time how much her weight's gone down. And then what I did was I kind of grouped things together. So here's the arms, your left and right arm. It's going to show both arms over time. Kind of get through the various areas or regions of the body, and then you get into mine. Now, this is that non-scale victory. On 6/14, I was down to 223 pounds, but then I went up 2.5 pounds. And if I go back to the tracker, give it a second to load. And I'm going to go back to my start date. So I'm down 35 pounds and 37 inches at this point. Go to the next day. I actually went up 2.5 pounds, but look, I went down 3 inches. That's that non-scale victory. That's that the belt is fitting differently, the t-shirt's hanging differently, and that's what kept me motivated, was being able to see that progress throughout. So the next page in the site is going to be the actual where you submit your measurements. This is a Google form that I've embedded, but it will be custom to whoever's with your group and tracking with you. So I can select Dana. She's going to submit measurements on this date. I'll give you a little tip. If you click the dot, it puts in today. And then you just put in the numbers. If you try to type in text, it is going to yell at you. Hey, no. This is only numbers, all right? Submit the form, and that will feed the chart and the tracker, all right? The last page on the site, and this is, us trying to provide support, is we've embedded a YouTube playlist of videos that will help out. So my next video is going to be how to create a cleanse day calendar and how to do this in calendars so that you get the notifications on your phone. And I'll put this on the channel. If we find something that's really good, we will make sure we post it to the channel, and it will automatically feed into the site. All you have to do is go right here. This is the actual YouTube video. Click and select the video, and you're good to go. The next thing is going to be our inspirational quotes and funny memes section. So every day we always send each other something. I always send funny memes, and she always sends me these inspirational quotes. So we wanted to kind of help provide that support. We're parents, we've got careers, we're busy. This is kind of a way that we kind of just tell each other, hey, I'm there for you. And so we wanted to share that with you guys, and so we'll update this thing, hopefully every week. We'll put in some new pictures, new memes, whatever. The good thing is it automatically updates on the site. So when you refresh the page, you're seeing the latest version of the stuff that we've posted. The last section is going to be the tips, tricks, and documents. This is a folder I've embedded where we can add stuff if we find some good documentation, something that we want to share. We'll drop it in this folder. For example, I've got a picture my wife sent me early on when we started. It was called the Perfect Cleanse Day, and it kind of helped provide with me a framework to get through those cleanse days. So that'll automatically update, and we'll be sure to add more content and more support materials. And if you have any questions, please let us know, and good luck and great job.